Hey, y'all. I'm back for my final hour. My final hour for my people out there on the Pacific Coast. Hey, my fancy people out there. So far this evening, I've done a video introducing astrology in a sense and what I do. Then I began the second video talking about the amorous nature of the first 6 signs of the zodiac. This second video, as we bring in our friends, or this third video, I'm sorry, will be for the second half of the zodiac. Because all of us wonder about the amorous nature of certain people, right? So we're going to address that tonight and finish out with tonight's introduction to what I like to call astronomes. So what I do is, I come in the name of Jesus, and you cannot say that if you don't come in the name of Jesus. And so I take astrology and numerology and combine it with modern day business techniques. I think I'm gonna have to need to say that again. I'm gonna have to need. And it's Saturday night. Y'all ready? Yeah. We're gonna end this night off sweet and tie it up with a bow and get ready for next week, because obviously next week we're gonna have to talk about how to attract these signs. You're gonna love that. Also, I'm looking forward to when you guys start giving me or listening to the instructions I give you. And like for tonight in love astrology, I'm trying to do synastry between 2 people. And so I'm going to need the birthdays of you and the person that you want to connect or understand the relationship. So can we do that, please? Do you love me? It's adult time. It's adult time. And I'm your busty business beauty. And my name is Chiquila Richardson, and I'm the owner of Black Girl Magic Masters, a wonderful take on business consulting. I specialize in helping those that have businesses in the hood, and they're often treated differently by those that aren't from the hood, so I am trying to address that. And that makes it a little bit difficult, when all the blocks are stacked against you because you don't have any family that literally is out there helping lift you up like those people. Because usually if they're bougie, it probably has something to do with their family lineage or their family legacy or history. And I'm sorry, I am a real African American here, unapologetically Black, 365 days of the year. And I didn't come from that kind of. Matter of fact, I believe most of my people's wealth was stolen. And now they have their children who feel like, oh, well, that was my ancestors. Well, you're sitting there reaping the benefits of what my ancestors did. Matter of fact, my ancestors were sharecroppers in North Carolina. Shout out Old Berry, my great grandma. But I digress. But I said all of that to say this. This is one of the reasons why my take on business consulting is going to be the whole man. And this self-awareness piece is real, it's relevant. Emotional intelligence is a commodity. So I'm going to have to jump right into this. Oh, hi, my people up right now on the West Coast. This is your favorite busty business beauty, Chiquila Richardson, Black Girl Magic Masters LLC's owner, Remember, you guys can reach out to me at blackgirlmagicmasterllc.com. You can check us out on, you can check this video out on our YouTube channel, which is Black Girl Magic Masters LLC. And if you need to get in touch with me, email me at blackgirlmagicmastersllc@gmail.com. It's that simple. Your first 30 minutes with me is always free. You need to talk about your business idea or just get started. So there's no excuses. Now, like I said, this week we're emphasizing, we're talking about love and sign synastry. And in order to understand that, you kind of need to know how most of the amorous nature of the signs are. So we're going to go with, we're going to continue our venture through this amorous nature of other signs. We did the first 6 signs with the last hour. So now we're going to do the second 6 signs. All right, so the first 6 signs was Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. We shall continue now with the second set of astrology signs, beginning with Libra. And the Libra woman, as a true child of Venus, the Libra woman is in love with the idea of being loved. Okay? Okay, I mean, expert in the art of enchanting men. This is the Libra woman, okay? So if you got a Libra woman, she views seduction as an art form. So she is first and foremost an actress, and her lovemaking is high drama, baby. And even though there is only an audience of 1, it's gonna be high drama, baby. So Libra, she is the sole person on the stage, okay? The spotlight is on her, because we're going to look at Libra, being in love with a Libra in many ways. Like, because in many ways, the sign of Libra and Leo, they share, or they're a lot alike. They share the same star quality. It's just that Leo likes to star on a bare stage with no accompaniment and no distracting elements. Whereas Libra is the prima ballerina, okay, who moves in a special and rarefied nimbus of beauty she creates around her. So to the Libra, she is setting, the setting is going to be very important. So if you're her husband or boyfriend or whatever, please make sure that the setting for the Libra female is set, because it's very important. And Libra, she wants to be the brightest star in the heavens, okay? Leo wants to be the sun and fill the heavens with with this splendor, okay? So the allure of a Libra woman is that it involves all of your senses, okay? So as a man, you were probably attracted to her because she is creative. Well, she's a creative artist. She knows about food. She knows about wine. You probably was attracted to her refined taste in dressing and decorations. You probably was attracted to, she has a talent for bringing out beauty in life. And she also brings these aesthetic skills to her sexual relationships. So she uses romantic touches such as tucking little gifts and love notes in her man's pocket to make a love affair just really just glow. So you got you a Libra woman, man, you is doing you something, listen, because she's really looking for a partner. All right. Literally, for some people, the Libra woman appears to project a succession of images rather than an integrated personality. She deals in moods and nuances, and expects others to sense her desires without her having to declare them. So if you're in a relationship with her, you better get your mental telepathy on, because she wants you to sense her desires without her even verbally expressing them. Okay, so let's talk about the Libra man here, because when a love affair phase with a Libra woman, she tries to arrange an amicable party. You know what I mean? Even a discarded lover can remain an admirer. Can't he? She doesn't like to lose any admirers. That's the Libra woman. So, but the Libra man is almost too popular with women because he has the rare ability to relate to them on what might call a feminine level. Okay, he has great personal charm and elegance, and that Libra man has refined aesthetic sense. He gets so much attention from the opposite sex that he's a little spoiled. Okay, if a man, if a woman doesn't catch his interest quickly, he moves to a more promising conquest. Practice has made him a suave lover, this Libra man. Ow! I'm trying to think, some Libras. Right now, all I can think is Lil Wayne and Young Jeezy, but oh my goodness. Libra men, they spend an enormous amount of time and energy cultivating relationships. Remember, Libra is the sign of partnerships. Okay, that's the zodiological sign of partnerships. And he may claim that what he wants is stable, long-term love affair. But if so, he wants it to be a perfect love affair. So women, you better be perfect, period, for a Libra man. I mean, he is an incorrigible idealist, always looking for the perfect mate. Someone to appreciate and understand, even idolize him. Oh my God, he is also he has an inclination towards being indecisive. Gosh, you're gonna have to make all the okay, and tries to strike a balance between what he knows is impossible for him to have, and actually what he has. So the Libra man will go a long way out of his way to steer clear of any upsetting influences. So a woman will find it hard to pick a fight with him because he'll never want to give the appearance of even being unreasonable. So just listen. In real life, it takes only a minute to make a quarrel, and he'll do anything to avoid being that 1 minute. So he'd rather call the whole thing off. So we're going to just go and move on right on to the next sign, which is Scorpio. Now, what we got here with our Scorpio men and women? Let's start with the Scorpio woman because, faint hearts never won a Scorpio woman. She wants a man. You ever seen Sugar Ray like, I need a man, not some boy child. Anyway, let me stop. So, in this last final hour, I have not toasted to the Pacific Coast, to the West Coast. Cheers, y'all. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you want. I got what you want. All right, so let's finish out our readings. Now, like I said, we're doing the Scorpio man right now, right? Ow! 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 So, oh, wait a minute. No, we're doing the Scorpio female. I'm sorry. Let's start off with the Scorpio female because for real, she need a man, and she is not for the faint of heart. And it takes a man who knows exactly. It takes a man who knows exactly what he wants to hold his ground against a woman born under this sign. Okay. Scorpio women are very emotional, very affectionate, and very demanding. Matter of fact, if you're not paying full attention to her when she's talking, you already got a strike against you. She is not interested in a light flirtation or a bed for a night. No, not the Scorpio woman. And neither does she believe in sharing, because any man who thinks it isn't necessary to sign a treaty just because he's having an affair with a woman would do well to avoid getting involved with a Scorpio. Damn it. Cut it out. If you think you're going to be doing two women at once and one of them's a female, all right, okay, keep playing with it. Um, she believes in treaties with basically with a lot of fine point print spelling out just what you can't do. Okay, so basically, she believes in setting the rules out, and then there's going to be some fine print to let you know what you can't do. Okay, you can act like you think you know what you want. No, don't be thinking you're gonna play a Scorpio woman and you're gonna get away with it. It's almost low key something I would say it can be detrimental to your health. I have seen what happened to men that tell and do a Scorpio woman wrong first hand, and it ain't pretty. So anyway, listen, touch not God's anointed. There you go, and that's a spiritual creature right there. So anyway, um, how does she get away with being so possessive and jealous? Because she's marvelous. Um, she's fascinating, and she's an irresistible woman. She's exciting. The Scorpio woman's actually exciting in the bedroom. She's entertaining in the living room. Okay, she cares. I mean, she carries with her an enticing air of mystery because she loves stuff that touches her curiosity. If you're a man that intrigues her curiosity, oh, you was in there, okay? You was real in there. But she can drive a man to the brink of despair with a gesture, summon him back to the heights of happiness. So basically, she can give you a look and then be like, "Oh, baby, come on back here. I love you. I'm so sorry to make you feel sad." There is no in between. I'm just gonna have to tell you, if you're in love with a Scorpio woman, this explosive female, she doesn't have an in between. Neither does Cancer, and I'm starting to think that that's just a water sign thing. Like there's no gray areas with me. I try to have gray areas, but honestly, I got to work on that constantly. So anyway, so with the fact that we know that Scorpio is a water sign, and like all water sign, this woman is very susceptible to the feelings of others. Her most intense desire is for close, committed union. So in a relationship, she can't bear you being cold hearted and the coldness or the casualness or a feeling that she is being shunted aside. You know what I mean? When she's in love, this Scorpio woman, she is at her most vulnerable, and for then a lover can hurt her without even knowing it. So another woman might forgive and forget, but when a Scorpio woman is hurt, she's always going to strike back. And it's necessary, if necessary, she will destroy. Real talk. Your life depends on the man that's messing with a Scorpio. She's really not that one. And if you're a Scorpio man, which in my youth, because I'm a water sign, I dabble with the Scorpio man. But listen to what here it go, because women, listen, see, we women, we sense that Scorpio's magnetic life force and his sexuality is one part of his magnetism. He projects an aura of mystery and power, of a disturbing, unpredictable, thoroughly masculine presence. Ooh, Scorpio. One reason Scorpio has such a bad press is that the flaws in his character show up more in his love life than any other area. I mean, nothing brings out the extremes to which his nature is as much as sex. Oh my goodness. I mean, he has so much energy and passion, this Scorpio man that you're involved with. You'll have no trouble seducing him. And if that's all you want, I mean, you can seduce him. But what's harder is to form a relationship with him. Trust me, I try. I mean, that is not because he doesn't want a relationship, or it is, in fact, exactly what he does want. He's just intensely sensitive man who can be easily hurt and who often feels lonely and unfulfilled. So the problem is that jealousies and unexpressed angers are very difficult for this Scorpio man to live with. And he is the most indefensible defenses in the zodiac, okay? He has the most indefensible defenses in the zodiac, that's all I say. And the one thing he will never let you see is his vulnerable side. So ladies, if you got a Scorpio man, he's not going to let you see his vulnerable side. He will never allow a woman to dominate him, okay? If he chooses, he can keep a woman dangling on his string as long as he wants her. I dangled for at least 30 years. Anyway, when he cuts her loose, no matter how ruthless the party may be, like for instance, marrying someone else. Mm. Mm. Um, he'll be surprised if she shows any wrinkle. He's the only one who has the right to be vindictive, which are all selfish. Anyway, in matters of love, the Scorpio male, he always knows the cost of what he wants to the last decimal point. So if the cost is too high, emotionally, financially, or otherwise, he won't haggle. He'll simply walk away. See, my cost was way too high for my Scorpios. So they can't handle it. I get it now. But if the cost is so if the cost is too low, they might take it, which I'm seeing. Anyway, the Scorpio man is secretive and hard to fathom. And although he often appears likable and affable and easygoing, I mean, this is appears, man, what you see on the surface is what he wants you to see. And that's the Scorpio man. But even when he's being amiable, he can be, there's a simmering danger in this man. I'm telling you, yo, man, let's move on to the next sign. Let's move on to our sexy Sagittarius. Okay. Now, the Sagittarius women, like all fire signs, because you got the Aries, the Leo, the Sagittarius. This is the third and final one. She is at her most vibrant when she's in love, which is crazy because this is my independent sign, right? She's drawn to the excitement, passion, and sheer adventure of romance. That's a Sagittarius woman, right? Her attitude toward life is enthusiastic and positive, and being in love intensifies this glowing feeling. So, where another woman might walk around in a dream like, hey, it's a Sagittarius woman, is in love, a Sagittarius woman that's in love positively radiates happiness, positively radiates energy. So, you do yourself good to get you a nice, even tempered Sagittarius female. Because Sagittarius is also the sign of mental exploration. To her, love is not just passion, but love is a challenge. So, this free spirit finds domesticity boring. She's not gonna be your regular typical housewife. This woman gonna be so creative, basically a Martha Stewart. But this she is the perfect playmate, but only as long as she finds the game worth playing. She is not one to make the best of a bad bargain. If she's unhappy, she just won't resign herself or compromise herself or try to work things out. She's out. So if you messing with a Sagittarius, yo, you want to lose your good thing? Mess with her if you want to. I mean, she can't take love as seriously as the other women do because it's part of life to her, but not the end or the beginning. So for you men that are looking for women to look at love as the end and the beginning, Sagittarius women are not the one. Okay, they're just not. Um, if she finds a man who's a real companion, who shares her pleasure in sports, who shares her pleasure in the outdoor life, who likes to travel, and who hates to be tied down by any one place, then love is a wonderful extra added attraction. Okay, she doesn't always perceive the consequences of romantic entanglements. So her life means moving forward into the future, and each new love is a learning lesson or a learning experience because she doesn't take into account that when a romance is over, it may leave behind a trail of wounded hearts and feelings. Okay, Sagittarius women, now y'all just out here living life. Now, if an old lover harbors resentment, she's literally genuinely surprised by that. Like, why would he? You know what I'm saying? A sense of humor is one of her nicest traits, this Sagittarius woman. And she isn't interested in a man who lacks a sense of fun. So she doesn't welcome tempestuous, heavy breathing relationships that put her in some kind of emotional ringer. What she looks for is a lover who can share her sense of adventure. She prefers men who are intellectually stimulating, who are well read, and well traveled, like myself. Sexually, she doesn't play control games. She wants sex to be truthful, genuine, very romantic, very impulsive. So basically, the Sagittarius woman, if you're in love with her, she enjoys life. and tries to make sure everyone around her enjoys it too. And when this clever, amusing, optimistic, high-spirited woman finally settles down with some lucky man, she'll be the, I mean, the most delightful companion you can like hope for. So hopefully you're listening to this video. Now let's move on to the Sagittarius man, okay? Now a lot of times they into older women, but I'm just gonna keep on saying this charming lover can be a poor choice as a husband. The symbol of his sign is the archer. He is always on the hunt. Always on the hunt. Oh my God. I think of P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx. He likes nothing better than the chase. The song has it. When he's not near the girl he loves the girl he's near. Ow! Oh no. Oh, he's perfectly sincere when he tells you he loves you. Okay? And he will be perfectly sincere when he tells someone else the same thing. Whatever he believes at that moment, it's true to him. So the Sagittarius male has a deserved reputation as a Don Juan of the zodiac. This is not because he has an insatiable sexual desire or anything, but because because love to him is an elusive adventure. Okay, it's like an elusive adventure and an unexplored path. He is the archetypical footloose and fancy free lover searching for his feminine ideal. Okay. Along the way, he manages to garner more than his share of female admirers who can't help responding to this Sagittarius' open, honest, cheerful. Men take note on the Sagittarius. Intelligent, love-making. Sagittarius' men have a captivating sense of humor, and women he squires can count on what? Good times. Oh. So if he's decided that you're the kind of woman that he wants, don't be coy. Okay? He doesn't regard a romantic fling as all that important, and he won't understand if you do. So if casual love isn't your style, then maybe Sagittarius isn't for you. Next sign is a Capricorn. So the Capricorn woman, that's my exact opposite, shall we say. Though she may not show it, this woman can, or this woman cares greatly, a great deal about love. Deep in her intercourse, she is an extravagant romantic. Yeah, an extravagant romantic. But she's very private, she's very restrained, and she's aloof, just real distant. You know what I'm saying? She's breathing that rare air, apparently. Libras do that too, so be on the lookout for them that feel like it seems like they're just kind of aloof, just distant from us, just in a whole different cloud, right? Some women are content to leave love to fate, but the Capricorn woman takes a hand in determining her own fate, yo. So she is discriminating in her choice of men. So if you're with a Capricorn woman, she discriminatedly chose chose you. Okay. She's the least likely of all the zodiacal signs to fall in love at first sight. Okay. She has no time to waste in silly flirtation because love is a serious matter to this Capricorn woman. If a man doesn't measure up, she wants him out of her way. If a man does interest her, she will observe him from an emotional distance first, okay? See, your Capricorn woman will then slowly move closer. She takes her time to get to know him, and she considers carefully the consequences of her involvement. So this is an issue. And like all earth signs, the Taurus, the Virgo, the Capricorn, she has a deep-rooted sensuality that flowers only when she feels what? Safe and secure. Now, that is something that I've been trying to tell everybody as far as Cancer. And one of the things that I've noticed as far as your opposite sign shares a lot of the same type of feelings you share. So I noticed that my Capricorn sisterins, they're feeling me on that one. I feel y'all on that. So if a man, listen, she's not going to put a yoke on any man's neck, okay? A Capricorn woman may appear shy or submissive, but she's like a rubber ball. You can push a dent into it, but the ball always springs back into its original shape because she is self-disciplined. She has a clear mind. a common sense approach. You know what I'm saying? If you have your mind set on winning this Capricorn woman, though, you better prepare for a long siege. She's not easy to win. She expects to be pursued, wooed, and put into the mood. Okay, just one more extra than the Taurus. See, no Don Juan Sagittarius can leap into her bed and leap out again. That's just not going to happen. If a man lets the issue of sex become a contest of wills, he is good. He's a good bet to lose. In a head-to-head contest, this woman can wear down a glacier. So let's talk about the Capricorn man, whom I'm interested in. Oh, shout out Capricorn men. Let's talk about the Capricorn man because I really want to know how to address this one. Because women are intrigued by his frank and earthy approach, right? To him, physical desire is a necessary part of love. He doesn't see how one can exist without the other. Oh! Hey, Capricorn man, how do I get you? Yo, it says here, however, love relationships are easy for him emotionally. There's always a certain loner quality about him, though. So he has difficulty placing his trust in another human being. So to some extent, he cuts himself off from spontaneous feelings. In his career, a Capricorn man has complete responsibility for decisions. And in relationships, the Capricorn man finds it hard to share responsibility. Okay, so okay, I'm very alpha female, and y'all keep that in mind. Like his female counterpart, the Capricorn female, he has a very cool exterior. He appears totally self-assured, but he needs a woman to show him how much she likes and admires him. Okay. Because he is private, even secretive. He doesn't always let this be known, but it is there. So I'm going to have to give his ego the encouragement it needs. And he will tie himself to my strings for as long as I want him. Oh, he's a faithful lover. Oh, what? Come on, Capricorn. Oh, you who doesn't feel or even understand the need to stray. I'm gonna move on because I want this man for myself. Oh, I'm selfish right now. Let's talk about the Aquarius sign, right? Let's talk about the Aquarius sign. Because remember, next week in my next videos, I'm going to talk about how to attract all these signs, right? We also want to talk about their erogenous zones, where to touch this sign. Oh, and their bedroom activity. Because we want to learn our love languages, right? Specifically, remember, drop me your birth date, the full birth date and location, the time of your birth in the comments. You know what I mean? And include the partner you want me to see also. Their full birthday, their full location, just the time of the day they were born. Because that way I can do what they call a synastry. And I can really show you love combinations and how you guys can really address each other's subconscious and unconscious needs, right? Because that's what we want. So let's finish talking about the amorous nature of the Aquarius. Because the Aquarius woman, this charming, funny, and brainy, tantalizing woman doesn't have to play games to fascinate a man. So if you got a woman that's born Aquarius, she plays games for herself, okay? There's a special magnetism to this Aquarian that some astrologers have called a distant glamour. You know what I mean? Like all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, she lives in a world of ideas and possesses a certain detached quality. Curiously, this detached quality attracts men. And they want to stir up her emotions, right? She's not aloof, she's not cold, or she's not removed from feelings, but she's warm, she's vibrant, she's friendly. Matter of fact, she's the world's best friend. She's outgoing and concerned with others. So She's a woman with a strong romantic streak because romance for Aquarius is an idea, an ideal, not a sweeping passion. In truth, she's weary of emotion because it can be troublesome and tiresome. She's above that. She's able to deal rationally with life. So platonic friendships are hard for them to take over to that relationship level because of that very reason. So the Aquarius female is subject to no man's whims and follows no dictates but her own because she's a liberated woman. So if you got an Aquarius woman, she's a liberated free woman. Like her air sign, you can't trap air. And if you do, it's going to get released eventually. So whatever. Um, she's unconventional in her attitudes. Um, and however flirtatious she may seem, a man will have to convince her that she's not simply a target for him that night because she's not into that. Your Aquarius woman is not doing that. He cannot make the mistake of treating her as a sex object. She expects to be courted, and a man should not press matters to a conclusion until he knows more about her than her telephone number. See, passion is not important to her. Communication is. So if you have an Aquarius woman and you ain't communicating, call it a wrap. It's over. And Aquarius sees a man as an individual first and as a bed partner second. Keep that in mind if you're dealing with an Aquarius woman. Because in a marriage or a serious relationship, she's going to be an unconventional person who lives most intensely in her mind. She's too concerned with her projects, her hobbies, interests, friends. Her love tends to be diffused. She has been accused of loving mankind rather than one particular man. So for her to have your attention, you to have her attention right now, you're doing well. Some say Aquarian women are the perfect mate because she's easy to deal with. I mean, she's tolerant. She's slow to take offense. She's not jealous. She's not unreasonable. And she's not over emotional or clingy. All she asks for is a man to respect her privacy and not to stand in the way of her far-reaching interests. The quickest way to lose an Aquarian's heart, is to try to hold her fast. What intrigues her is the hill beyond the unexplored horizons, and she is never content to stay where she is. There's too much out there waiting to be discovered. A man has to share her love of challenge, or he will soon be left behind. She will move on without a backward glance, a grand ship sailing on without an inkling of the tragedy in her wake. Yo, I have been talking for 4 hours, so you guys have to bear with me because we're about to finish up with the Aquarius man and the Pisces. Then we're gonna call it a night. A morning. I just want to make sure my Pacific people, my people on the West Coast, know I love you too, and that I will stay up past my bedtime on the East Coast of midnight to make sure that y'all got emotional intelligence, self-awareness, availability too. Because we're gonna keep this thing going every week, every Saturday night live. All right, so let's get to it. The Aquarius man. So his first contact with a woman has to be made through his mind. So before he can become physically stimulated, he must intellectually be stimulated. So for Aquarius, the meeting of minds always precedes the meeting of the bed or of the bodies. He wants to make love to somebody, not just anybody. Okay, so give him half a chance and he will fall in love. He thinks that it is natural and delightful being in love. This condition, this is awesome. He likes that. But falling in love and loving mean two different things to this man. See, the latter is likely to bring out his inner conflicts. So one reason is that Aquarius tend to repress their emotion because he's a cerebral thinking sign, and he's somewhat unnerved and embarrassed by emotions. So love represents a demand on him, and he wants a fierce need for independence. But in addition, love means making room for another person. And in common with the other fixed signs, that the other fixed signs, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius doesn't adapt easily to others. Others have to adapt to him. So who are those that have to be adapted to? You got to adapt to the Taurus. You got to adapt to the Leo. You got to adapt to the Scorpio. And you got to adapt to the Aquarius. Basically, those are the opposites of each sign. And I don't know. Aquarius now is very attractive to women, but he may not linger long in a liaison because to him, love passes like a train in the night, and there's always another train coming along. Hey, okay, come on, Aquarius. Now Aquarius isn't the Don Juan like the Sagittarius. He's remarkably true to his woman in his fashion. Okay, he doesn't try to keep many women on his string at one time. Rather, he believes in a consecutive monogamy. I have seen this happen where they will be, oh my God, I have two Aquarius brothers. I don't even want to start on this. Okay, so the Aquarius man doesn't expect any woman to be easily won. His patience is proverbial, okay? And a woman may finally make the proposition herself. Then, surprisingly, she'll discover how intensely and passionately her Aquarius lover has wanted her. And when a love affair is underway, he makes up for lost time. A woman will find that making love with him is like living in the midst of a carnival. Okay, there's always a new and exciting ride. Oh, come on, Aquarius, because Aquarius is a sign of truth. Okay, and this man doesn't lie or misrepresent himself. Come on, Aquarius. Oh, my, because I got an Aquarius on deck that after reading this, like maybe I need to go on and investigate that. So no. I'm gonna keep the Capricorn. Anyway, so don't fit in the Aquarius. Once this man is in love with you, he will stay pretty much in his passion, but he must feel the escape routes are always open. Okay, so we're gonna end with our Pisces. See, the Pisces woman is a fascinating mixture of earthly passion and unworldly fantasies. It's no wonder that men are captivated by her at first glance and haunted forever after by her. They may try to recall what it is about her that's so enchanting, but they can't put their thumb on it. I mean, it's just some kind of exciting allure, you know what I'm saying? She has a knack for getting around men, and it's uncanny. She is instinctively able to make men feel masculine. Yes, your Pisces woman will make you feel more manly than you need to feel, honestly, because her gentleness and softness and innocence brings out their need to be strong and protective. So Pisces ladies doesn't pick her mate on a whim of the moment, like all the other water signs, like Cancer, Scorpio. I do pick my men on the whim of the moment. Pisces are the smarter water signs, okay? Because she has a mysterious way of uncovering the secrets that lie beneath a person's social mask. So she has the ability to see underneath all of that mask. And her psychic visions they see through real motives. So our Pisces women are psychic, and they read right through you and they see right through you. So if you have a Pisces woman, listen, stop it if you're trying to play games. She already seen it. She's sensitive to the slightest nuances in what someone says or how someone behaves. She'll quickly beat her away to the exit. Well, she'll quickly beat her way to the exit if what she sees and hears isn't quite right to her. She is out the door. The lovers that Pisces women choose tend to fall into two extremes. Pisces women they need to be needed, and they find themselves attracted to emotionally handicapped men whom they can mother and envelop with compassionate care. She also falls in love with the opposite kind of man, who is strong and decisive with a great sense of self, a man who will protect and cherish her and give her the support and firm direction that she needs. But see, because to her, love is a ballast, the center from which all else radiates. When she is happy in love, everything else in life seems marvelous. When she is miserable over a love affair, nothing else matters. Nothing to this Pisces woman. Her greatest need is to lose herself in someone else. So to unite in an almost mystical communion, she wants to enter into a psyche. She wants to enter into the very psyche of her lover. And more than any other woman in the zodiac, Pisces will change herself to fit the image that her partner wants, because she is a mutable sign and she's completely adaptable. Yet this woman has 1,000 faces and remains uniquely herself. She's elusive, untouchable, mysterious, but she has a fascination that no one quite understands, okay? The secret to pleasing this ethereal, unworldly, quicksilvery, sensitive woman is never to come up short on romance. Romance is the breath of her life, okay? So let's finish out with the Pisces man, because I tried that. And the Pisces man has a rare charisma. The secret of his extraordinary appeal to women is deep, sensitive appreciation for their inequalities. He always sees a woman at her best, and Pisces men are real charmers, and they are the eternal romantic. All the water signs have the quality of emotional imagination. See, Cancers use it to create protective environments. Scorpios use it to delve into the secrets of the human psyche. Pisces tries to live in a world of dreams. Okay, so and romance. He lives for the whim of the moment. Now you tell me. I probably should have read this, but I was thinking it was just entertainment too, y'all. Okay. He lives for the women of the moment, and while the moment lasts, he can make it seem enchanted. Everything a woman ever dreamed of: champagne, caviar, moonlight, and poetry, passion. Unfortunately, when the sun comes up and the words don't quite rhyme, and the champagne is flat, in the cold light of the day, you may reflect on what a fool you were to have fucking thought it was otherwise. Excuse my French. Again, like I said, I'm just ending a Pisces situation recently. And I wish I would have read this, because basically he would have liked to find happiness with one woman, but the vagaries of his character and the constant appeal to him of change would make that highly unlikely. He is unable to steer a steady course between his conflicting desires. Okay, so this Pisces man prefers clandestine meetings and secret affairs with high risk quotients. Married women are his natural prey. I've had a Pisces tell me he prefers to be the freaking side piece. And he really does. Why the God did not read this? Pisces men fall in love easily, but his is the sign of self-undoing. You right about that, you stupid. If you're a Pisces man and you know who I'm talking to, you stupid. Anyway, because you self-undoing, you stupid. And he has an instinct for choosing the wrong woman. His love life often tends to be chaotic and turbulent, dummy. And over his lifetime, he may lose his heart many times to the wrong partner. Indeed, it's been said that in every woman's past, there's a Pisces man. And he's intensely emotional about making love, because he considers it not merely physical, but actually the culmination of a romantic yearning. His bedroom behavior, like that of a female Pisces, tends towards the offbeat, but he is tender and loving and considerate and won't insist on having his way. He is marvelously sensuous, understanding, and an innovative lover. I mean, listen to me. But a husband, he probably won't be a good provider. His career problems is that he looks for the easy way. Why didn't I read it? Pisces men look for the easy way, so they're not good providers. Remember this. I'm about to end this. If you're looking for an attractive romantic lover, the kind and compassionate man to fulfill your spiritual needs, as well as your physical ones, Pisces male is for you. He may be a dreamer, but he can make the right woman's dream come true. But listen, like I said, he looks for the easy way, not realizing that there's no easy way, but he won't neglect you, and he is generously willing to share what he has. This man is a giver of it in an emotional sense. He will do almost anything for someone he cares for. Once he commits himself to a woman, he will unselfishly give of his time energy, sympathy, and concern. Miss me with that, y'all. I'm out. That's been y'all's shocking self-awareness, and I just learned some things I didn't even want to know. I didn't even want to know. I love y'all. See y'all next week. I mean, wow. Black Girl Magic Masters LLC.com. And if you want to holler at your girl specifically, Black Girl Magic Masters LLC at gmail.com. And don't forget to check out my videos on our YouTube channel, Black Girl Magic Masters LLC, or to hit me up on my Facebook page at Black Girl Magic Masters at LLC at Is That Chiquila. I love y'all. Talk to y'all next Saturday with this shocking self-awareness, because we're going to talk about the amorous combinations, how to attract, and the erogenous zones of the people we like. Until next time, you guys, this has been real fun. I think I'm going to love spending my Saturday nights with you guys. Being sexy, single, and satisfied, and your favorite busty business beauty. I'm pumped! Oh, we did it! I can do it now. I finally got this technology portion together. I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Mwah!